Well, hello, friends and clients. This is Dr. Gary Senderoff with Cruise Planners, your leading polar advisor. And today, I'm going to give you a personal tour of the beautiful Scenic Eclipse II. I'm also a preferred travel partner with Scenic, and in this video, I'm going to show you the suites, the public areas, and provide you some insights on restaurants and other hidden gems. But before we go on with the video, I'm going to provide you with my email, and that's gary.senderoff@cruiseplanners.com. And if you don't already have a great travel agent who books polar travel, then please feel free to email me for the best value. We do get perks such as additional onboard credit on top of any discount Scenic will offer you. So this gives you the best value. And also we have our exclusive value tracker where we track the rate you booked. And if it ever goes down, even after you booked, we'll usually get it lowered on your behalf before you even notice it. And best of all, I don't even charge a planning fee. I'm going to display my email also at the end of the video in case you missed it this time. So we begin here, the lobby of the ship where guest relations is. There's the central bar area. This is basically the hub of the ship, and it's sleek, modern, much like the Eclipse one. This is a really great place to meet people, get a drink, enjoy hors d'oeuvres, which generally start at about 6 p.m. And sometimes there's even shows that are performed in this area in the evening. Here's the striking bar, one of the centerpieces of the lobby area. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Always well.
Great.
How are you?
This is the same one we are going to use every time we are going out in the Zodiacs. And in the unlikely event that you go overboard, they will inflate automatically. Yes, if you're ready, I can get you towards your suite.
Thank you.
Yeah, after you.
Thank you.
You're in a good deck here because in the 5th is the library and the 7th is the bridge.
Hey.
I'll just check your card is working.
You're not gonna fall in.
Welcome home for the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Your butler will come shortly and he's gonna answer the rest of the questions and he's gonna show you all the geeks of the
For this voyage, I chose a grand deluxe room, a suite. They're all suites on board the Scenic Eclipse. And these are a little bit wider than the standard suites. Really nice cabins, but they're generally all the same. And by the way, I have a more featured tour of this cabin on my channel.
These Scenic water bottles, you can actually put it hot and cold inside, and we could bring it outside with you, sir. These two are both still waters, drinkable water. Is for our blinds, so you can do the total blackout for your room. Echo bed move, so we have one on the other side as well.
And as you could see displayed on the screen is the Daily Wonder. This is where all your shore excursions and all the activities aboard the ship are displayed. You also get a pair of really good binoculars for your stay, which is very appropriate for the polar regions, whether Arctic or Antarctic.
A polar bear. We are currently turning the ship around in order to attempt to approach a little closer, so expect to see it within a few minutes time off the ship's bow, and we will be around to help you spot the bear, of course, as well. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll go in to try and find this bear.
Keeping up with this sleek, modern, elegant concept, the bathroom is definitely that, with all the amenities you can possibly want, including a Dyson hairdryer and other upscale products.
Our current course is just south of east, and we'll continue navigating through the ice here and looking out for wildlife, so please enjoy this truly unique experience here on board Scenic Eclipse II.
Look at this. Here's my cabin, and look what's sailing in. Some people we met aboard had a grand panorama suite, so here's a really quick view of this type of category. But what's really striking is the front-facing terrace. Here's where a lot of the action happens, and when they do slow the ship down, you can get a very good view and a private view of the action. For example, on this particular view, we were watching a polar bear eating a seal, and the kill did happen while people were watching live, so it was really an exciting thing to do. And here is that wonderful terrace on this suite. Not so wonderful when you're sailing, but certainly when you're watching something like this.
This is what we call the decanters.
Yes.
So usually we're putting the alcohols that you would like to have in your
So if someone wants whiskey, for example, you would put that or vodka.
That's correct, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
That's your guy.
Oh, that one's huge.
4th of July. There we go. Whoa.
I love that on each passenger deck where there's cabins, there is a guest laundrette. And it's not just small. They have 3 washers and dryers on each of the decks. And so this means you can travel more lightly and do your own laundry and don't have to pay to get it sent out. They'll do that, of course. You could send it out with your butler. But this is a nice way of just doing your own laundry, packing less, and enjoying the ship. The observation lounge is definitely a great place to gather with friends, family, loved ones, or even fellow shipmates that you've met aboard and look for wildlife. It's also a great place to read. It's sometimes a quiet place, or to play games with your loved ones or people you've just met, just like I did. We had really great card games when we played some board games. We really had a good time while waiting to see some great and beautiful wildlife, which you can walk out right to the front of the bow of the ship and check out the wildlife, especially when they make a sighting and an announcement. You're right there, right where the action is happening. The beautiful sky bar on deck 10 here on the Scenic Eclipse II is also a really lovely place that you could sit back, have a drink, and enjoy. There's a jacuzzi right outside, which I'll show you later on in the video. And this is just a really sleek, modern, really comfortable place to have a drink away from everybody else. And while they did have some parties and gatherings at this establishment, a lot of the times this was empty. So you could really isolate yourself, and you could use this as a place to gather or to be at if you are almost 100% sure you don't want to be bothered. The observation bar is a little bit busier. This is a lot more isolated when it's not being used. So the Scenic Eclipse II has their theater, which is almost exactly like the Scenic Eclipse I. It's in the round, and there's really no bad seats here. The seats are very comfortable. They're loungers which swivel, which is really nice. And here's where you're going to see your lectures and even some shows. They show some documentaries, safety briefings, so on and so forth. But it's a really comfortable place to sit down, relax, and enjoy what you're going to see. And they do it so passionately. I absolutely love this theater. And they really knocked it out of the park on Scenic Eclipse 1. And so therefore, Scenic Eclipse 2 followed those footsteps.
Well, very good morning everybody. Hello, did we sleep well?
Watch. That includes these briefings. It includes our lectures given by the Discovery team.
The Association of Arctic Expedition Cruise Operators, AECO, welcomes you to the Arctic.
So a lot of people always ask me what the food is like. And since I'm a polar expert, I've been on so many expeditions, I can safely tell you that the food on Scenic Eclipse 1 and 2 are out of this world. So let's look at the Yacht Club. The Yacht Club is the more casual environment where you've got your buffet. It's very on the go. It's also very casual where you could come sit down, still enjoy a delicious meal, and of course afterwards enjoy their homemade gelato if it's lunchtime, or their homemade pastries, and their chocolate croissants, by the way, are out of this world to die for. The best on any ship I've ever had. And this is just a really great place to hang out with your friends, enjoy the food, and it's definitely a relaxing environment where you could really enjoy your food and the company you're with.
Good morning, guests of the Eclipse 2. This is your Discovery leader, John. From the lounge. And what a start to the day.
Morning.
Hello, Mr. Gary. So let's walk through and see. I'm gonna show you guys Coco's.
Coco's, all right.
We have actually Coco's is 3-in-1 restaurant. We have Coco Sushi here, the first one. We have Coco Sushi menu, if you wanna have a look. And okay, moving along, we're gonna have middle section here. We have Coco's Fusion, which you don't need reservation for. So every night you can come here and join us for a dinner. Coco Sushi, you need to make reservation for. Okay, and the last one over there, we're gonna have Night Market, which is another restaurant that you need to make reservation for. But Night Market is basically like a Middle East cuisine. Well, Pakistan food, we're gonna have Indian food, we're gonna have Chinese food, and so on. So that's the teppanyaki style. One of our restaurants that you need reservation for. It's amazing.
Here we are. Just here.
Okay.
You can come down here and you have a sit here.
That's it. And then you just order. How
Hey
fun.
guys, please can you bring those?
Go ahead. Oh, you just go in and walk in?
Good evening. Welcome to Lumiere.
Thank you.
How are you this evening?
I am great. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
All right. So tell me about Lumiere.
So Lumiere is our French contemporary cuisine on board. We have some traditional dishes, but in a modern version. It's a set degustation menu. So firstly, when the guests come, I invite them to have a glass of champagne and caviar in the bar. After this moment, we proceed to the table where they can degustate our set menu. Starting for amuse-bouche to have an open your appetite. You're gonna have a soup, one cold appetizer, one hot appetizer, sorbet to clean and refresh your palate, and then you need to choose between the main courses. We always have two options, like fish or meat, any protein, and followed for the dessert or cheese.
Great. And I hear you change menus every 3 days.
Every 3 days. Yes.
Great. No matter how long the voyage is.
No matter how long the voyage is.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
There's also a food preparation area with window that you can view inside as they prepare your food. Lumiere is a really nice French restaurant, one of the most gourmet ones aboard, aside from their chef's table, of course, which is invitation only. But enjoy your meal at Lumiere. It's actually a really nice experience.
Here on board of Scenic Eclipse II, we have what we call the Chairman Selection, and that's basically all my titles over here. We've got the Crystal, Palm d'Or, so I've got Tattinger, Vauclipot, and the beautiful, I brought the powerhouse. So Aubryon, one has some Mouton Rothschild, so that's our beautiful Chairman Selection.
Automatically, the choices will be between the main course and the dessert, which is our poulet coq au vin.
Great.
Beautifully done.
You start your courses. You've got tarragon foam, some tuna, and you also have a lobster cracker. That way your base with some shrimp, scallops, and some calamari. You also have your crostini, which is the small bread with some saffron.
Here we have a Vieille Classé, so that's a Chardonnay. 100%, it's going to be a very crisp style of Chardonnay. It is a little bit buttery. And the Montelier, it's a Pinot Noir, same vintage, 2016. Very earthy, very...
On a bed of salmon tartar, we have a slightly poached and baked salmon garnished with some pickled cucumber and some capers.
So veal sweetbread in petit brioche is a blend of veal with gribiche sauce, some pickled shallots, and veal juice.
You have your orange sorbet, orange puree, and orange dust, just to cleanse your palate before your main course. You've got your chicken breast roll with some confit ragout, mashed potato with some horseradish, and some chicken choux and charred carrot.
Cheese with some honeycomb and some with a port wine reduction in there.
Beautiful. Thank you.
The base of it is a sponge of is made with pistachio.
Will come automatically to the table. So I'm only going to take your dessert and your main. Alright, so you've got your basil foam, your zucchini, and the tomato cracker.
Your meat at the bottom. And to enhance the aroma and taste, I will put some Tabasco and Worcestershire sauce.
Right. That's
But you were angry.
Anyway.
But you were angry at me.
I was thinking we had to like dip it.
And you wanted
Yeah, and onions are getting ready as well. So I give this one. Here you've got your lemon sorbet with lemon dust, lemon puree just to cleanse your palate. Alright, so here you've got your lobster with barbang sauce with some beans, carrots, artichokes.
You do such a great job. Don't get fooled by the Azure Bar Cafe's small display case when you walk in. This is not everything. They do have a menu which you can order from, which consists of pizzas, sandwiches, and some burgers, all different types. They don't have a menu right on the table, so you have to ask for this menu, but they do have it. And the food is fantastic. It's a little bit small, so if you want to sit outside, if the weather is really nice, feel free to do so. Or you could ask them to deliver your food upstairs in the yacht club. So if you're with a larger group of people or with friends or whatever, and you don't want to eat in this smaller place, you can have your food delivered to the yacht club. It's a really great place. Don't forget it exists, because it does usually exist simultaneously while the yacht club is doing its whole buffet situation. Also, it has really good internet to be picked up at this area of the ship for some reason. With more of an Italian flair, Elements is also a really good place to dine. And they do have an alternating menu every single night where you have your choice of protein and, of course, others, including dessert, changing every night. The food here I found to be really, really out of this world, really good, and you don't need a reservation to come in. So enjoy Elements, definitely give it a try. So easy to get into, and just a really, really nice place to eat.
Fun colors. I did like ombre this time.
Oh yeah, you've got
so
tremendous.
fun.
Your hands are just most beautiful.
Thank you.
And this is for the ducks.
Lamb sauce.
Lamb sauce. Lamb
Personally,
juice.
I like married to a trumper. Perfect for your starters, the prosciutto melon and the caponata, together with our pan-seared sea bream.
Ask the polar bear; he would know.
I thought we were putting your names.
This is a nice way to do it.
Oh,
Was somebody hiking with a snorkel? Is that my imagination? We did it. We did it.
one of the striking service aspects of board Scenic Eclipse is the magic of people knowing who you are by name. And one of the ways that we found out that they did this is that they memorized these sheets of paper with pictures and your name on it, kind of like on Below Deck. I don't know if you've ever seen that show. And anyway, I caught the sheet, and I did film a little bit. They got upset, but I actually think this is a good thing because it makes you feel very VIP, very special, and it's an extra step that Scenic seems to take in order to recognize their valued customer.
So this is your hanging cubby, okay, and these is where your boots are.
And just like other modern expedition ships, you'll have a mud room, which is exactly what they call it on the Scenic Eclipse. This is where you're going to get ready, put your parka on, your life jacket, the boots, and go out and step aboard the Zodiacs to go out and explore and have fun in this beautiful wilderness, this pristine area that you're probably visiting aboard this incredible and luxurious ship. Just like many other expedition vessels, you have an open bridge policy, so you can walk in pretty much anytime you want and check out the wildlife. I do like to come to the bridge when there's a wildlife spotting because they're live tracking here. And it's really cool to see where the wildlife is. And also you'll have guest lecturers and the tour guides and wilderness expedition team going and showing you where everything is. But they will also have people on the bow of the ship as well doing the same things with telescopes to help you out. Cap, what's your favorite part of the job, if I may ask on video here?
The wildlife on the ice, definitely.
So you can't get bored of this, right?
Never, never. I could stay up on the beach 24/7.
He's going to be our partner. All right. So we're going to wait for him for a GPS. We're basically on the glacier right now.
Yeah.
So that's how much it's receded.
Yeah. Weather like this?
Really?
All right, I take back that.
What's that?
You know we're coming? Am I getting hot loaded? No. No? Oh no, that was a finger shake.
Aboard the Scenic Eclipse, there's a phenomenal spa, and they've expanded the spa on Scenic Eclipse II, which makes it a little bit different than Scenic Eclipse 1. So you've got the salt therapy room, which is this one, and then you've got the steam sauna, which I didn't catch on video because there were people in there all the time, and I certainly didn't want to intrude in their privacy. You've got the hot sauna, if you enjoy that, all of them with views, of course. There's a ice fountain room where you could splash cool water on you, and a lot of other things, including the aft jacuzzis on this deck as well. All of this is complimentary to use, which is really nice. And the only thing that you have to pay out of pocket for, of course, would be like a massage, reflexology, anything like that, that would obviously be out of pocket. So anything else in the spa, like this infrared sauna, is included. But of course, if it's hands-on treatments, then they're going to charge you, including nails. So you can get your nails done over here as well. So it's a really, really great spa, a big improvement from the first Scenic Eclipse. So Scenic Eclipse 1 and 2 are equipped each with 2 helicopters. They also have submersibles, and those are fantastic to use unless you're in Svalbard. Remember that. If you're doing the Arctic in depth or doing something that involves Svalbard, you will not be able to use a helicopter on any ship. It is part of the laws of Svalbard and the governor of Svalbard, which forbids helicopters within the area to keep the integrity of that pristine environment. Everywhere else, no problem. Helicopter away, submarine away.
Okay, so to disembark, we're gonna remain seated. If you don't mind, you can go all the way to the back.
Here's a clip of one of the Zodiacs aboard Scenic Eclipse 2. Same thing that you have on Scenic Eclipse 1. They are extremely safe and reliable, and it is, of course, something that you'll be using a lot when exploring either the Arctic or Antarctic region.
The name of this bay here, the name of the island is Fuglesang. was fun and enjoyed.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. For the best value on your next scenic polar vacation or any other expedition, email me at gary.senderoff@cruiseplanners.com. Also, don't forget to go to my website and register yourself for my VIP email list, www.tourdoctors.com. And watch my other videos. I have videos on other polar expeditions as well as other travel. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope I've made a subscriber out of you.